Well, I think we'll have to wait till we get back in there to find out where the problem actually lies.
But I'm so gutted. I'm really, really gutted.
I think we've been cheated, if I'm honest. It's not going to be nice in the boardroom now, because normally there's an out-and-out person that can take responsibility. I think, yes, there was difficulties with getting some shots from the video, but the video wasn't what failed the task. It was good. I feel that it's just tough. I'm going to stand by the fact I don't think it went wrong.
Well,
it did, though. I mean, we did lose.
Turn the candidates in, please.
Yes, Lord Sugar.
The headline here is that everyone says, yes, a good idea, but not executed properly.
They said watered down the dance.
So it looks pretty samey that things are on the market. Ricky, you, Jenna and Laura developed the routine.
We did, yes.
So if you had this idea of the martial arts in there, surely part and parcel of developing the routine, you would have actually, you know, put your hallmark on it and said, I want to see a bit more martial arts in it. No?
All of the sequences had martial arts elements to them. They were very, very clear. Where the dilution is gone is when they went on the video, all we saw is dancing. We didn't see a lot of knees, we didn't see the elbows, and the combat element was missed in the videoing, and I'd have to look at the responsibility there to be with yourself, because you did take the sequences into that room and you did push them through, and it was clear in the sequencing element your bias was more towards the dance.
Ricky, I don't agree. We very much wanted to combine dance and martial art, and yes, it was agreed that dance would feature.
What I'm saying is the dance did feature, but didn't show beat battle.
I'm going to be totally honest here. No defect, I think you did a fabulous job, Laura. And
I'm not liking the way this is going, to be honest with you, at all, because...
Well, let's see where it goes and see if you like it first.
I can't finish speaking first. Because, and you can't deny this, Laura, I did say, you know, I think we should throw some more different kicks and stuff in. Laura obviously felt like more dance moves should go in.
No, I didn't.
No, let me finish.
Each sequence
I'm not going to go at you, because if you let me finish...
Sounds like you are, to be honest with you.
See, the thing is, your video was your shop window.
Yeah.
That was your selling tool.
Okay.
And that's where the negative comments have come from.
Yeah.
Dwayne, you were responsible for producing the video.
Absolutely, definitely, Lord Sugar. I did take lead on the video.
I think in fairness to the video, I think the video did show
all the range of the moves. It absolutely did. It showed them in equal context, and everything that was featured.
So why didn't they buy it then?
Guys, you're missing the point. It showed all of the moves were right, but it cut out some of the key bits of the combat element. So and that's why the people didn't buy the license.
To the editing then?
I'm putting it down to the video and in the editing, that's correct.
The video and
Can
the
I
editing.
ask you a question?
Yes.
When you compare your video to Phoenix's video, don't you think your video looks a bit dull?
I also think the other one looks very cheesy and it wouldn't attract me. I'd be much more inclined, personally, to go to the one that we presented.
But I think you're missing the point. It might have been a bit cheesy, and that's why they bought it.
Yeah.
Can I just go over the pricing? A lot of comments from these people here was that it was a bit expensive.
OK. I'll take responsibility for the price, and I was part of that team.
Do you know what these other people did, really?
I would be keen to hear a little bit more from Nick.
I did some of the editing. We had quite a few riffs in the group on that day. I think I brought the team together quite well.
Well, look, listen, Ricky, you have to make a decision as to which two people you're going to bring back in this boardroom.
Yeah. I'm looking to bring back Dwayne with me for the downfall of the video and the editing, and I'm looking to bring back Laura with me as well for the dilution of the combat.
The other three of you go back to the house, yeah?
Thank you.
I'm going to have a chat with Nick in particular, because he was with you all the time. So just step outside for a while and I'll call you back in shortly.
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
Thank you.
Do you think the pricing was the killer?
No, I don't think the pricing was the issue, because if they loved the product and didn't like the pricing, they'd negotiate it down. Simple as that. The unanimous sort of reaction of the health clubs to Ricky's pitch was that he was good. They just didn't much care for the video.
And then, you know, Dwayne, is it his responsibility for the poor editing? Is it Laura?
It would be true to say that Laura delivered the moves. But on the other hand, Dwayne directed them.
Yes, will you send through the men, please?
Yes, Lord Sugar.
Well, Ricky, I have to say the people that actually contributed the most are the ones that you have chosen to bring in, and it may be the ones that did the least get away with it.
Yes.
Well, yes?
I think the observation is correct, but I have to consider if the job was done correctly.
Perhaps you can tell me then why you brought Laura back in here.
OK, I brought Laura back in here because listening to the feedback, Laura's element was focused more on the dance and less on the combat, and I was very clear to say that it's not a dance video, we do need the combat elements, and unfortunately what was executed was more dance.
OK, and Laura, did you do every single sequence that you were asked to do?
Yes.
Lord Sugar, this is risky, but Laura shouldn't be here. She came and delivered, she contributed.
But you must see, she was the person who brought the sequence in across to you,
Ricky,
and she was responsible for ensuring the message was clear.
She was the messenger of the moves that you all put together. If you didn't like the moves that were featured in the video, you should have said in the beginning, Ricky.
No, the moves weren't displayed adequately, they were named incorrectly, and they weren't edited right. So the reason I brought Laura in with me...
It wasn't about the name of the
reason I brought Laura in with me is because the message which we put together in the creation did not come apparent when the video was completed.
It was your message. It was your message, Ricky.
Dwayne, if it's not Laura, who do you think?
It's Ricky. It's Ricky. I think Ricky is ultimately responsible for the failings of this task.
Don't you think the shop window, which was the video, was something which you claimed that you was in charge of? You were the director.
Yes, I was completely responsible for that. There was 3 people with 3 different opinions, and we're all going in different directions.
You said you directed and edited a fitness video previously, so I delegated responsibility in the correct places.
What I'm saying that you're doing is trying to avoid all responsibility, Ricky.
And you're trying to pass the buck.
I'm having to think now, even we're 5 weeks into the process, of people that have the aptitude for what I'm looking for. So why do you think I should consider you?
Because, Lord Sugar, I know that I am rough, but I do believe there's a lot of potential there to be moulded. I'm very creative. I've gone out, I've proved myself, and I've created and launched products before. What I'm hoping to do is take this opportunity to become something and be the best. I want to be the next big thing.
Who do you think should be fired for the failure of this task?
I think it should be the project manager, Lord Sugar. He's hid away for the first few weeks. He hasn't done anything. I do take responsibility for the video. I'm not going to try and shy away from that late in the stage.
I don't think he's hidden away for the first... Why do you say that?
Because I don't believe he took responsibility.
What I feel, Dwayne, is you're doing what you always do. You're getting emotionally involved in
your
passion
emotional character.
Go in front of the facts.
I didn't take responsibility.
I've taken responsibility for delegating a task to you which you failed on, and in fact, the man who said he could do the job under-delivered.
Like Lord Sugar said, at least we put ourselves forward. If you were so concerned about the message being diluted and what you wanted there, you should have gone to the editing.
Ricky, can you tell me why you shouldn't be fired?
I shouldn't be fired because I did look at everybody's skill sets, I did delegate in the right places, you're only as good as your weakest team member, people didn't deliver, and I honestly believe with the materials I had in place to lead the 3 pitches this morning, that if I wasn't leading that, we wouldn't have even got the orders that we did get.
The feedback for the pitches were quite good, the people thought they were quite good. So who should be fired today?
I would say Dwayne should be fired today for failing on the video and the editing.
And Dwayne?
I think it should be the project manager, Lord Sugar.
Do you know what? I think we have gone as far as we can go in this. So I'm going to summarise, and in summarising, I don't want any interference now. I'm going to give you as I see it, OK? Laura, this is the 2nd time for you in the final 3. And last week, it was very touch and go.
Yes.
And I did say I will be keeping my eyes closely upon you on this, OK? But I can't really understand what Ricky's brought you back in here for.
I can't understand it either.
So what I'm going to say to you, Laura, is you survive again.
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
OK? Ricky, I think you brought the wrong people back in here.
I think it's a big lesson that I've learned from doing so.
Yeah, it's a lesson you've learned. And that's a bad management move, that is. A very, very bad management move.
OK.
Dwayne, you put yourself forward to produce the video. I personally believe that the video was the main cause of the failure of this task. And therefore, Dwayne, you're fired.
Thank you, Lord Sugar. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Nick. Take care. See you later.
You've got Nick and Karen to thank for you staying here today, Ricky.
Thank you very much.
Because they've kind of given me reasonable reports on your performance to date. Because if it was solely on today's task, I've got to tell you, you were very close to leaving also. All right. My eyes are still on you.
I know. Thank you, Lord
Thank
Sugar.
you very much for the feedback.
So best.
Lord Sugar knows what he wants, and unfortunately this time it wasn't me. That's not going to take away from me. I've got a lot to give, a lot to prove, and I'm going to go out there and do that. I'm hoping that you've not seen the best of me yet.
I mean, Dwayne 100% was the right person to go on this task.
I wasn't worried.
Good.
It could have been any single one of us going in that boardroom.
So it could have been any of us.
Really hard. And Ricky was actually a good PM. Like, he did manage the team well. I don't think Ricky really deserves to get fired.
Lord Sugar knows who I am. He knows what I've got. To anyone who hasn't been in that bottom three, I'll tell you, he might not know you that well, so you need to make sure if you get there, you stamp your authority on it.
In the fight for Lord Sugar's £250,000 investment, 11 candidates remain. Next time...
I'm going to send you up to the culinary capital of Scotland.
A food fight...
Battle stations, yeah?
Adam, these are really small.
Just roll with it.
Go.
On the streets of Edinburgh.
How you doing, girls? You fancy some dinner this evening?
Squirrel, meatballs?
Jenna, you need to make a decision on the price.
It's out of the frying pan...
How many have you sold? Probably done a dozen.
I feel physically sick.
And into the firing line.
You don't know what you're doing. You're completely out of control. You're fired.